when I write a musical, any musical, I need to first figure out, is there a story here that will make a good musical? You know, in terms of its structure. And I need to then make a decision about, if it is, what is the musical language, musical vocabulary that I want to use to tell the story that will be informative, that will be supportive, and be unique to the project. When I wrote, Howard Ashman and I wrote Little Shop of Horrors, Boutique des Erreurs, the musical style was mostly doo-wop and early 60s rock and roll. And it was, remember, we were adapting a B horror movie about the end of the world. That musical style felt right for that. La Petite Sirène, Il est un choix about...
Next time. Next film.
No, it's just going to take too long. Poor Sebastian. We made him a Caribbean crab, so we could do calypso and reggae. To find unique and appropriate musical styles is very important to any musical. With Beauty and the Beast, there were a lot of obvious choices. French, classical, vaudeville music hall, operetta. Because of the romance and the mystery, the influences were many. To start at the very beginning, when I write the songs, or when we write the songs for any project, at the beginning of the project, we're the kings. We really define where the songs go, how the songs function, and how it's structured using those songs. At the end, I'm kind of like the maid. I'm kind of cleaning up and working for the director, because the director has put the temp score that I need to match with my themes in place. For the prologue, the director was using a piece of music that was taken from Saint-Saëns' Carnival of the Animals for the prologue. And that was just, you know, the temp music. And I kept saying, great, you know, now I'll write the real score, and I'd bring in a theme from the songs or from the score, and I would get back from this executive named Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was the head of the studio. No, I like that other music better. I like the other music better. And I go, okay, and I try again. I like the other music better. I like the music better. Let's just keep that. So, yeah, this, you know, they were using, you know, this music, right? Beautiful piece of music. But I said, we should have an original theme, thank you. So fine, you like that, I'm going to give you something. So it's... Following that, we go into meeting Belle. Belle's coming out of her cottage and then goes through the town. And so Howard Ashman and I wrote this big opening number, which has Belle, she comes out of her cottage to this very pastoral, classical music, enters the town, they go, bonjour, bonjour, and then we're meeting Belle, we're seeing everyone's perspective about Belle, and then we find out what Belle wants in her life, and then we meet Gaston, you know, and have this big 6-minute opening number. It's a quiet village, every day like the one before, little town full of little people, waking up to say, bonjour, 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 bonjour. There goes the baker with his tray of light, go away. minute opening number. And write it, we demo it, we go through a whole process, and at the end, Howard Ashman says, we can't send this out. We can't send this to Disney. Who asked for a 6.5 minute opening number? That's crazy. They're gonna laugh, people are gonna laugh at us. And as opposed to now, when you put an MP3 on, and attach it, and you'll get a reaction in a few hours. You basically are sending a tape, and it's going in the mail, and it's going to take days to get there, and then, anyway, we sent it, and they loved it. We invent, for Beauty and the Beast, in adapting it, we did a lot of invention in order for it to be a Disney animated musical. If I was going to make a musical of the Cocteau film, it would be a very different musical than what we created for Disney animation, which is the basis of what we have now. Thus, we invented the enchanted objects, the staff of the castle who have a spell put on them along with the beast. And we invented that big, larger-than-life Gaston and his sidekick, LeFou. The moment when Gaston, who's basically a Neanderthal, is being, a group of sub-Neanderthals are singing the praises of this lunkhead, Gaston, that's a perfect opportunity for a comedy song. And we chose a style out of like a Sigmund Romberg operetta, You're in the tower, gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here liked to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's all inspired by you, and it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's next as incredibly thick as Gaston. For there's no man in town half as manly, perfect, the pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. No one's been like Gaston, a kingpin like Gaston. No one's got a swell cleft in his chin like Gaston. As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating. My, what a guy like Gaston. Okay, so Howard put this lyric in front of me, and I just cracked up. I could not get past it. First there was, I use antlers in all of my decorating, and then every last entropy is covered with hair. Nobody is better than Howard Ashman at beating up his characters, and he beat up Gaston, but good. Having our enchanted characters, we wanted to use them basically for this big number where Lumiere has the idea, we're going to have you dinner. We're going to serve Belle dinner. So it starts with, what is dinner without the little music? Music? Now, there's a rhythm to that. And, the music of the song is not just in the song. It's also in, what is dinner without a little music? A little music? That rhythm, we worked for a month with the director to say, no, it's got to be exactly, what is dinner without a little music? A little music. And the other interesting thing about writing this song was, I said, okay, look, Howard, I'm going to give you a piece of music. I'll just give you a form. You write the lyric and then bring it back and I'll write the real music. So I said, okay, and I put it down on the table and said, write that and then come back and I'll write the real music. So he did, he wrote the lyric, he brought it back, and I tried and tried to improve upon that stupid piece of music, and it had to be that. Be our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. I am napkin, ring, and luxury, and meals by the soup du jour, hors d'oeuvre. our guest. With Beauty and the Beast, the song, we were asked, for the first time we had the opportunity to write a song that could have a life as a single besides being in the movie. And that was, we never had that before, not with Little Shop of Horrors, not with Little Mermaid, and that was our assignment on Beauty and the Beast. On time.
3 minutes.
Oh, okay. You all know that song. Ask me questions. Never mind. We had a moment that ends Act 1 of the musical and it was called If I Can't Love Her. The Beast sings that number. And the number was, because it's the end of the first of the musical, it happened at the moment where the Beast has a temper tantrum and drives Belle away. And he says, if I can't love her, how can I love anybody? We felt the moment in the movie should be later when he lets Belle go out of love. Thus, we did the new song. But the new song is very much a cousin of the song that's in the Broadway show. No beauty could move me, no goodness improve me, no power on earth if I can't love her. And the new song is... They're very, very much of the same mold. At the top of the movie, we have this music box number for Maurice. And I wanted to do something that was very French Boulevard in feel. How does a moment last forever? How does a story never die? It is love we must hold on to. Never easy, but we try. You've seen the movie? Yeah? Okay. And then we have the lullaby, that they sing, Days in the Sun, remembering those days. The choices that we made to expand for the movie were all choices that were ballad, more textured, serious moments. And that was a choice because the movie was really going for a more real, we wanted to add to the realism and the emotional groundedness in the story as opposed to the animated or the Broadway show. Celine, I gotta say, it was so fitting that Celine. I haven't seen Celine since Oscar night, way back, which the original Beauty and the Beast. But when I knew her back then, I knew her relationship with Renee, her husband, who just passed away, very well. And it's so fitting that she's singing this song, How Does a Moment Last Forever, at this point in her life. And it's a beautiful performance.